Well, we're back with the Living Tombstone, and we've got an interesting case here today. After the success of their first original album, 01, the Living Tombstone started working on another original album, which you can obviously tell from my previous videos about it. I was sure this album was going to introduce something new to the Living Tombstone's catalog of music. I mean, what could it be about? Well, that's what we're going to find out today, as I deep dive into the Living Tombstone's second and currently latest album, Rust. Let's go! Oh no, did I really just steal Mario's famous phrase? Oh, please don't come after me, Nintendo. So, if we're gonna talk about the Rust album, we gotta find out what it's about and the music genres it covers. Unlike 01, which covers dark and relatable issues, which all have to do with depression and such, this one goes a bit darker and more corporate. Rust is about systemic oppression, basically how capitalism rules over all and shrinks down social groups, and how hard it is to find yourself in such a society. I absolutely love this concept, and I think this is a great progression from the original 01 album, not just targeting depression and whatnot, but bigger real-world issues. And if there's one thing I'll say, it's that the songs in the album overall feel like it's building an actual world, like a unique and a futuristic dystopia, and I absolutely love that. The mix between electronic and rock in most songs is really fitting too. If you're into albums that are a little bit out there, then you should go for this one, cause just by me telling you this, it's gonna go crazy. So we covered how Rust sounds and the themes of the album. So now it's time for the real question. Is Rust a bad album? No, not at all. Is it better than 01? Well, of course it isn't. I would be lying if I said this album was even near the peak quality of 01. I mean, it's hard to beat, you know? But that doesn't mean it's bad. I actually do like it, although there are a few problems which I shall name accordingly. So what exactly are my problems with this album? Well, let's just start with a big one. So here are the songs from 01, right? And here are the songs from Rust. So can you tell me specifically what's wrong here? Well, I don't know what you're thinking, but I at least know for certain that all of these songs are way too freaking short! Okay, so like genuinely, this doesn't sound like a big deal, but seriously, every one of these songs is under 3 minutes. How and why? This results in some songs feeling incomplete and lacking, and the album overall is shorter than it should be. 01 was paced beautifully, while Rust just has a vendetta against giving any song its full potential. It's like getting a burger with no fries. It's not the most important thing you'll need, but it's weird to have without. So anyways, what about, the main product of the album? The songs. Well, I actually think they're really good. I used to think this album was actually a mixed bag, but no, I think I was just expecting them to live up to 01. And when I had expectations, they kind of faltered, but I'm not thinking that way anymore. I like the concepts and themes of the songs, and the songs are really unique for the Living Tombstone standards. Just when I think they've run out of original music ideas, they produce stuff like this. The electronics do go really heavy here, and I find a lot of the lyrics in the songs really specific and not memorable. Like, I know the lyrics are supposed to be extreme and anti-political, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna remember the lyric, blood for the blood god, target for the skyhawk, pawn in a game of chess, it's a contest where the haves put the have-nots to rest for what the hell? You can really tell they were experimenting here, and it shows. But still, that's not such a bad thing, as I do like a lot of the songs. So, anyways, time to actually see what these songs are about. So, yeah, let's get into it.
You can't press pause on chaos.
To start, the intro track, Kill Us All, is certainly interesting. I would never really go back to this song as it isn't catchy and it's pretty extreme, but it's a solid way of making sure people know that this album is not going to hold back on its themes and messages. Still, definitely not a song I would remember in the same vein as like What I Want from the original 01.
Death at the door.
I swear, this song sounds so heavily similar to I Wanna Be a Machine, which is another song by the Living Tombstone. Just compare them both and you'll see what I mean. Anyways, this is a solid electronic pop number. Despite some of the convoluted lyrics I mentioned earlier, the rhymes are pretty clever and the chorus is quite catchy. I'm not too big of a fan of the rap in this song. It's what stops me from listening to the song on replay, but it's not bad overall. This has that classic Living Tombstone vibe to it. Just those synths and that bass sounds so good that it honestly carries the track. Not saying that it's bad, by the way. The song is about surviving the brutal state of the world, reinforcing the themes of the album. And I do really like the lyrics in this one. It's got a rhythm to it, as well as the shouting in the chorus, which is quite unique. It honestly sounds really good. It's just too bad it's short again. although I'm sensing a pattern where the song's title is repeated over and over again in the chorus. Like, what is up with that? Is there seriously nothing else to say? But anyway, to the next song. Ooh, I like this track. This one is much more personal than the others. It sounds exactly militaristic and like you're rising for war, believing you're the underdog. And it sounds like it comes through the lens of someone young wanting to prove themselves. It's a simple song, all things considered, but it's nice to listen to, and it's incredible how Sam Haff's vocals go from whispery at first to his usual sound and confidence in the chorus. This is exactly how I felt this album was gonna sound, and I like it quite a bit. You know what? This song's kinda cool. For the song that's named after the album, I would expect it to go all out, just like in 01. But this one takes a folktale kinda sound, and it's not bad. I like how it metaphorically describes rust and corporate greed as something that reaps the seeds it sows and causes everything to wither. That being said, I swear to God, I almost never remember this song. I like the heavy sound, but there's just something about it that doesn't click with me. Maybe because it's too short and never really develops enough? I think that's the issue. These songs sound good, but it never develops or changes in any meaningful way. It stays the same. That's especially apparent with this song. Still, cool song I guess, just not one that I feel much attachment to. Well, I hate to say it, but this is pretty bad. Like, what even is this song? We went from a pretty good track record of songs in the album to this. It just sounds so messy, and it's complete noise to me. I guess it's just a specific pop rap type of song that tends to go off tempo or something, but I don't mess with it whatsoever. It also just feels so unfinished, like there's a short instrumental break and then it ends. What was the thought process here? I don't mean to offend, but I really dislike this song. Moving on.
We're waiting for sundown.
We go from the worst song to the best song in the album. Orphans is really good. I love the vibe here. It reminds me a lot of the previous song, Somebody, since this is another underdog type song. And this exactly captures the dystopian feeling of the Rust album. You can practically feel the atmosphere to the music. This song gives me exactly the feeling of preparing for war. And guess what? This song actually develops in some way. It ends with this banger climax with the chants in the final chorus. It sounds like all of the orphans are banding together to fight back, and it's really damn good. If there's any song to listen to on replay from this album, it's this one, as it is great. This one has grown on me quite a lot. I actually really like Goliath. The repeating "God doesn't love me" backing vocals are really effective, and this has the most powerful lyrics about oppression from the government in my opinion. I like how visceral it is, and it does the album's theme justice, and that chorus is just pure electronic goodness to my ears. But can we talk about the music video? Like, oh my god, the music video is incredibly abstract and artistically strong. It just looks so damn good with the paper aesthetic and the abstract visuals. It's edgy in all the right ways, and it is genuinely one of my favorite music videos that the Living Tombstone has released. Amazing work on this one. But going back to the song, yeah, it's really good. Go listen to it if you haven't. I love the concept and theme of this song, like describing a post-apocalyptic coastal town that fell due to greed and market collapse, treating it as if like a tsunami had submerged it and its residents. It's honestly really cool, but this song is also a contender for most unfinished sounding in the album. I dig the vibes here. It gives that melancholic summer rock feel, and the lyrics are good at describing the theme, but like, did they stop working on this one halfway through? There's a great instrumental break, and then it ends. It basically ends a minute and 30 seconds in, with that instrumental break taking up the rest of the song. It should have been longer instead of the same old 2 verses and 2 choruses. These are just my feelings, but god, I was so invested, and then you drop out on me. Regardless, it's pretty good, but not much else to say. And just like that, we've reached the end of the album. And honestly, despite this one being super short and simple, it's a really nice change for the ending of a really metal album. It sounds all positive and reflective until the ending where a nuke drops, and I guess the song actually leads into the album's dystopian world introduction. So that's a cool touch. This song is also apparently a cover of a song by the same name by the Zombies from the 1960s, which especially gives this cover that old and distorted radio vibe as everything is about to go to shit. Pretty cool, I would say. So yeah, that's it. There's my review on the Living Tombstone sophomore album. I think I've kind of made it clear that this album has some problems, where it feels too short and the songs kind of remain stagnant. But still, I'm not trying to hate on this album. I do have respect for all the work and effort put into this to create world building and this metal aesthetic. A lot of songs do definitely lean on the same theme of the government being bad and being an underdog in war, but nonetheless, it's cool. It doesn't come anywhere near the quality of 01 like I mentioned. I think that album is much more catchy, develops much more with longer songs, and it's just overall better to me. But anyways, you know what time it is. Time to rank all the songs. Here we go. At number 10 we have Boulder. At number 9 we have Kill Us All. Number 8, This Will Be Our Year. Number 7, Rust. Number 6, I Walk Ahead of You. Number 5, Somebody. Number 4, Be Alone. Number 3, Malibu Pier. Number 2, Goliath. And number 1 is Orphans. If you guys enjoyed this video, then smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you can notify every day I upload a new video, and I'll see you guys next time.